You are now listening to Cult 45, the only cult movie podcast that puts air on your chest. So sit back, relax, pour up, and turn up.
Yeah! Welcome everybody to a retro edition of Cult 45. I'm your host, Beat 'em Down. Today I'm joined by
Random Randy Savage.
What's going on, folks? We're doing The Wizard, 1989's Jim, starring your boy Fred Savage, related to Random Randy Savage.
Yay! I wish.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Get that real Savage money. Yeah. Or fortunately, The Wizard was not based on, I guess it was based on a Nintendo Power ad.
It had to have been. It's either like, I feel like this was a story that somebody had heard, and they're like, I want to make a movie about a small child who wants to reunite his family. I don't have any money. Who do I talk to? Oh, you could talk to Mr. Yakamoto over there, the founder of Nintendo, and see what he has to say. Oh, yes, I give you great money.
Oh, Jesus.
You have to put everything from my company in your movie. Everything?
Why? Why does it have to sound like that? That's terrible. So they hire this guy who I put in my notes, weird professional child hunter.
In my notes, he's labeled as pedo ass. Because he is a pedophile for hire.
Dude.
That's all he does. Is hunt children.
He's wearing a bolo tie, first of all. And it's like, like, why would you? He's really good at this. Like, yeah, catching children is my game. It's like,
Why is that something you're proud of?
His name's put him or something. Put him
in the van with the others.
He's just terrible. But I guess he's a PI. I don't know. But he seems way too excited about his job. And then had the audacity to get into Fred Savage's dad's face and be like, I get paid to get these kids. Don't intervene. You stay out of my way. Like, what? What? That's my kid. Like, for real?
It's like, are you serious? You think I'm not going to search for my own kid? Are you out of your mind?
Dude, just like...
She's paying you. I don't care what that ex is doing. I'm looking for my damn kid.
And then it's like, this guy, first of all, I know I called him child hunter, but he is not physically imposing whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
And it's like, dude, you might want to calm down. He's balding.
Most pedophiles aren't really that impressive. I'm just saying. And this guy definitely fits the build. Think of a pedophile, and you've got the character that you're looking for.
Pretty much. So why does a man whose job is to get children have a knife on him?
He was like, I have these urges. I can't stop anymore.
Oh, God.
There has to be a reason to make me stop. And then the psychiatrist is like, well, Daniel, maybe if you just decided to use those urges in something constructive, you wouldn't have to have these bottled up emotions. And they're like, I got it. Child hunter.
I would love if they just literally made like a prequel to this, but it's like a dark Hannibal kind of like.
He's like, I can see the video games that he's playing. He's on the floor. Look at him play on the floor.
Jesus, stop. All right, so.
This is my design. So, I want you to imagine a 13-year-old boy. His name is Leslie or Brent or Taylor or Skylar. And just or what was that other guy's name that I knew? Fuck that guy. Kyle.
You just going down a list of douchebag.
Yeah, listing a bunch of douchebag white guys that I know.
Oh, shit. There's a lot of them.
They're blonde.
Yeah.
And they have the wavy locks, and they're not like tall, but they're tall for their age, and it's just like And now, since it's like close to the 80s, put them in like a a pleather jacket, kinda, that with the cuffs up, with the sleeves rolled up.
Like real talk, he looked cool for like the time, but they amped it up so hard to where you had to hate him. Like it wasn't like he's cool. It's like no, he's that guy. Like I can't stand him.
And like, I mean, the whole truck's almost literally destroyed. Like, front end's busted. The tires had to be replaced. I don't understand how these guys just keep catching. Maybe because the pedo ass is not very good at like creating distance.
Or he's piling up bodies. Oh man, I'm sorry. He has to be taking like murderous detours, right?
Yeah, he's got to. He's got to be like I can't control the urges. Doctor, it's happening again. Daniel, please. I told you. Just say your mantra, and give me a call if you really feel like you're gonna put someone else in danger. It's already too late.
Jesus Christ.
The bodies were in the trunk.
This movie is. Oh God, what if when he like backed his car up to the truck, like a naked child just falls out and just runs,
and they're like,
freedom. Just fucking beat.
Or just the body of one, and they're like,
oh,
what just?
Oh no!
And then Bo Bridges is like, we have to get the kids. The sky is a murder.
Oh no! It got super dark.
All right.
That was the fucking King Kong. That was Universal all day. Because Frankenstein and the Wolfman were there.
They were like, they were the Universal monsters, and I was like, Universal.
I mean,
maybe
Universal.
Maybe it was fake Universal. Like,
no, but it's real Universal because like that's the company who made the movie.
Mr. Yakamoto, the ending of the movie is gonna be in Universal Studios. There is no way you put all of my great money in the Universal pocket. I cut your. Okay, what if we just kind of dressed it up like it and made like our own amusement park, kind of like a Universal-esque? Okay.
I like how he just rolls over easily. This is racist caricature. I'm cutting out I'm cutting out the hidden Nintendo.
What?
You know what?
Make sure Nintendo, great spectacle.
If I don't do it, just try to splice in the Code Monkeys episodes you're referencing. And like poo on his family for not figuring this shit out. Because they're like, what's going on? What's happening? Nobody remembers the dinosaur park?
No one remembers a picture that you guys were in? You took a photo right there.
You have a family memory of one of the last times that little girl was alive, guys. Like, for real, you just...
I know. Jimmy can't seem to forget it. What about the rest of you motherfuckers?
And first of all, like, how old are they? And how much time has passed in their tumultuous fucking family life? Because a lot went down in a very short amount of time. So that the trip couldn't have been that long ago. Because everyone looks relatively the same, not younger.
Right.
And it's like, what? Like, Fred Savage was 5 and they were 2 and 1 playing by the fucking river? Like, what happened?
That's why she couldn't get up.
No.
She just took her first steps like 6 months ago.
Stop.
Play it by the river.
It's only funny because it's fucking ridiculous. I just envisioned it. I was like, oh, that's bad parenting. That's bad.
Flop.
Bad parenting.
That's it. You don't get any more kids.
Oh, God. So, no kids for you, ma'am. But, yeah, so he's like, oh, I just want to leave the memory of my sister here. Real sweet, you know.
Right.
I'm trying to bounce back from that morbid ass shit. So, you know, it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. And I'm like, y'all are terrible to not realize anything, or not even like nobody just scratched their head and try to figure out what the fuck California really means, even though y'all went to California as a family. And like the last time y'all probably went as a family, nobody was able to draw it together. We had to go through.
Or just take him to California. He wants to go. It would cost less money to make a trip to California and find out what this was than putting this kid in a home.
Especially, my God. I know. And then it's like, hey, it's the only word he says. And then it's like, hey, he wasn't like this until, I don't know, his twin sister died. So let's not just chalk it up to putting him in the home time.
They're all terrible parents. Every single one.
They're the worst. The kid is fucking traumatized.
Maybe he wants to go to California for weed. Let's get him some weed. See what happens. He'll be all talkative and like,
goddamn, y'all, man, watching her die.
I gotta tell you about when I saw the life leave her eyes. Trip me out, bro.
She was just doggy paddling and shit, man.
And then she was doggy paddling no more.
I couldn't figure out the physics. I've always been afraid, man. You know, my dad just threw me in the fucking pool and wanted me to survive. That shit fucked me up, man. Hold on. Yo, I was never the fucking same, bro. Why the fuck would you do that shit, bro? It's not Tekken. And for me, in the movie on a positive note, because it was just like,
everything about this movie is so sad.
It was super depressing. So, now that that's over, let's get into the tallies, man. Let's find out. Oh God. Oh no, we're right back to it. Let's find out who didn't get to continue. Let's get into our body count.
That body count. That body count.
Fucking one. But it was off screen, thank Christ.
Yeah, I know it was to see that poor child drowning.
No, or whatever mysterious death she had. Oh, that's the only reason I want to see it, to just understand what the fuck happened. But yeah. So luckily it
would make more sense if she like swept away in like a river, like, you know,
right, or whatever. But like, look, technically it's 0, but I feel her presence being missing. It just sucks. Like, it tore the family apart. So I'm gonna say that's a big one.
Yeah.
And let's talk about stuff about disrobing.
Here, let me go. I was like,
it's weird. It's children.
In this movie filled with children, let's see who all got naked.
Let's just roll through Skin Deep real quick, folks.
It's about to get skin deep. I just wanna see a little peek. Just show me that booty. Just a little bit of titties. Right now. Ooh,
0. Yeah. So, like, yeah, it's the Wizard, guys.
It's all filled with children. They're like, what do you expect?
It's not Blue Lagoon. All right,
I'm down.
No, I'm not.
Gross.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, buddy.
The dark cravings again, Dr.
Jesus Christ. So, all right, folks, it's time to find out who the fan favorite is, the shining star, the diamond in the rough. Let's find out our Joe Grizzly recipient.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch.
Random Randy Savage, who was your Joe Grizzly for this movie?
I went with Spanky.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my Joe Grizzly.
Right. I agree.
Like, literally, he gives them all the funds they need to do their training. He gives them a place to stay, obviously, because somebody had to pay for that hotel.
Fucking right.
And he saves Jimmy.
Right.
At the end of the movie.
And just said fuck it and drove him.
Yeah.
To like all the way to fucking California. Like on the clock. And he was like, I'm gonna be in trouble. He probably lost his job and died. Like because of them. Like nobody called Spanky and thanked him or sent him a check. They just let him.
He don't get a cut of that money at all.
No. $10 is what he got.
$10 is what he got. They walked away with 25 each, 25 large each. He gets $10 for his troubles.
And he beat up a man for him, like over a lie. I mean, he deserved the beating, but it was still a lie.
Yeah. So
yeah, man.
I like us like shit. What breasts? She don't even have any breasts.
Yeah, that comment right there was like.
I was like, That's why he got beat up.
Yeah, that's precisely why. And first of all, for his glass to be bent like that, his ocular bone should have been shattered. But I digress. It's final verdict time, folks. Knee pads or slippers. What that means is if we really like this movie, we'll give a maximum of 2 knee pads where we'll fall down to the worshiping position for this movie, giving it its just due. Or if we hate this movie, we basically put on 2 hater slippers that belonged to our boy, the Child Hunter. And they may or may not be covered in blood. Randy Savage. Knee pads or slippers.
I have reviewed a lot of movies that I've watched as a child, and I have seen them I have taken off the rose-colored glasses of my youth and seen them for the pieces of shit that they are. This is the exception to the rule. I like this movie. I really do. I had the same feelings that I had when I watched it when I was a kid. This is my one. This is the one I'm going to let pass. I'm sorry. It may be this, it may be Little Monsters, because I was a big Fred Savage fan when I was a kid.
Who wasn't?
I know, right? He was like the kid who was an adult who was actually a kid. And I was like, yeah, that's the guy you want to be.
He
was like he's our Ryan Reynolds of the day, where he just
holy shit. Yeah, because like you see Fred Savage, you're like, yeah, I'm behind this kid because he's super. Like you would want Fred Savage to be your fucking homie.
Exactly.
Like for real, because he was so cool and like fucking Wonder Years, man.
Exactly.
What would you do if I bored you a little bit? Because nothing happened on my show.
Yeah. You can comment and go ahead and comment and tell me I'm wrong about all the backwards ass plot lines or how nothing makes sense or how autism is really not, demonstrated very well in this movie because it's in the very late 80s, but I still give this 2 knee pads.
Dude, it was made in 89 for Christ's sake. And I think we've gave flaming pieces of garbage like high marks. It was terrible movies.
Oh yeah.
So you're allowed to have this. For me, it was kind of tough because I only caught the ass end of the movie where I thought it was gonna be more. I thought I missed the tournament, so I was excited.
It's yeah,
I was excited to watch. I didn't realize that was the whole tournament. I was excited to see him play. You trained in 97 of them, man. I was like, what? But I don't know, man. It's like stop putting video games in my Lifetime movies, bro. Like, what is? It's like which is it, bro? Like, it's because there's a really compelling and heartbreaking story smeared with Mario and fucking Zelda and shit. Like that one scene when they're on top of the goddamn trailer and he just shoehorns Zelda in there. It's insanity. But off the GP of Fred Savage. Freddie Savage, I gotta give it 1 knee pad.
Nice.
It was tough. With that, folks, we'll be signing out.
Bye.